So I almost made the title of this video, Dollar Store book mini book haul, ... No, I'm not kidding. But that would have been really long. So I decided to just say it at the beginning. Down the street from us, a brand new dollar store just opened up, and of course I scoped it out as I was driving my daughter to school a few weeks ago, and I went in to just check out and see if I could find any inexpensive cleaning supplies. And while I was there, I was like, there's a book section, and it is filled with books from Target and Walmart that have been cast off, and they're a buck a piece. So they're like $1 per book. Paperbacks, hardcovers, brand new books. So I went in today to check it out, and yeah, you have to dig through to see what you can find, which I love too because it's kind of like a treasure hunt. I walked out with 5 books for $5.34. Physical evidence here because I was so excited. I don't even know if they're going to be good books. I'm just stoked that I got it for $5. I mean, that's like how much you can get for a coffee at Starbucks. So these are the books that I got today. And some of them I'm so excited about because they are solid authors, and I'm really thrilled. The first book I got was one of the new Amy Tan books, and Amy Tan is one of my new very favorite authors that I have recently just started reading. I read The Kitchen God's Wife last month in 2 days. I love that book. Saving Fish from Drowning. The premise sounds really interesting. It's about a woman who plans a trip on the Burma Road with a group of people, and while she's over there, she ends up dying. And she watches from the other side as the other people that she was traveling with veer off from her planned itinerary and end up going in completely crazy directions, and she can't do a thing about it. She can just, because she's dead. So, I don't know, it just sounded really interesting to me, so I'm really excited to pick this one up. If you read it, let me know. Let me know what you think. I'm going to also be reading, probably next month, The Joy Luck Club, so that'll be really exciting. The next book I got, I'm not even going to lie, I picked it up because I thought the cover was pretty. It is The Swan, Thieves by Elizabeth Kostova. Kostova. I apologize if that's not how you pronounce it. And it sounded interesting when I read the back. It sounds like it's a mystery that spans over the centuries involving French Impressionism and a man that goes crazy and starts destroying art, priceless art in a gallery, and he ends up talking with a psychiatrist, and they have to delve through these layers of psychosis involving this history of art. So it just sounds really interesting, and like I said, thought the cover was pretty. You've done it too, don't even lie. The next book that I got is After Rome by Morgan Llywelyn. Llywelyn, I'm guessing. It looks Welsh, I think. And it is about Britain, ancient Britain, after Rome abandons it. Britain is struggling to figure out how to govern itself without Rome, and in the middle of a Saxon invasion, and then there are these two cousins and their separate adventures concerning that. So we'll see how it is. I really am interested in the topic. It sounds cool. I like Dark Ages Britain and Dark Ages Europe in general. That time period right after Rome and right before like the technical Middle Ages start. Like that's the stuff I'm like, okay, this is cool. But anyway, that's the book. The next one. The next book I picked up was a complete departure from what I usually read. I don't usually go for contemporary novels or contemporary romance. It's not really my thing, but every once in a while, just to spice things up, just because in case I get into like a genre rut where you just read the same kind of book over and over and over, I like to mix it up. So this is my mix-up book. in case I ever reach that place. The One and Only by Emily Griffin. She wrote the book Something Borrowed. I just saw the movie. I'm guessing the book was better than the movie. but the synopsis was what really interested me. It's about a young woman who has spent her entire life in this one little town where there's a university, and it's all about college football there, and she's gone to high school, college, she works in the university there after she graduated, so she's never really branched out from this one community, and an event happens that makes her reevaluate her choices and whether she wants to go a different route. And that just sounded really interesting to me just because I went to a school where that was the case a lot of the times. I wasn't from there originally, but I had a lot of friends that were, and they would go to high school in that same town, they would go to college in that same town, and most of the time they moved away, but I knew some people who in the general area would just stay and get a job with the university there because that was what they loved. And it's interesting to hear from a perspective of somebody who decided that maybe at the end of the day they wanted something different. So I'm interested to see it. I'm interested to read this. The last book I got is a hardcover, and I very rarely get hardcovers just because they're harder to pack if we have to move. It's easier, I feel like, with paperbacks. I don't feel as guilty if something were to happen to the paperback, which is sometimes a likely event with a 3-year-old running around the house and bookshelves that are on her level. So it's just better to have books that are durable. That's all the reason why I buy cheap books and used books, because then when bad things happen, paid like 60 cents for it. It's fine. Not that I'm encouraging my daughter to destroy my books. I think one of the first phrases she ever learned was be nice to books. The next book that I got was Old Mars, which sounds so cool. It's kind of going on this science fiction kick that I've been on lately. And it was edited by George R.R. Martin, which caught my attention. I've only ever read Song of Fire and Ice. I didn't read the whole series, but I did enjoy that one book that I read by him. And this is a collection of short stories. I don't remember the last time I read a collection of short stories, so that's cool too. This is a really interesting route to take from where modern science fiction has been concerning Mars lately. Things like The Martian and other movies that are scientifically correct in how the environment is on Mars. But this is talking about how we viewed the red planet before we knew that it was, you know, you couldn't breathe the air, and it was really not a easily habitable planet. Edgar Rice Burroughs-esque kind of environment with archaeology and blah, 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 blah. But anyway, that's what it is. So I am really, really excited to read this. I'm so stoked to read this. And I think this one will actually get picked up the first. Out of all these books, this one's getting read first. Definitely. That was my first official book haul, technically a mini book haul. If y'all have read any of these books, you have any comments, any suggestions tied into these, just shoot me a line. I'd love to hear what you have to say. And I'll see you guys soon. All right. Bye.